Hello everybody, thank you for joining me for another training video seminar on Windows Live Writer. Today we will be training on how to create a post from a blog that you already have, WordPress, Blogger, Windows Live, or other blogs that you might have. In this training session, we will not explain how to create a blog on live internet connection. Today I will be explaining how to add a post or create an account through Windows Live Writer. And why is that? Because Windows Live Writer is a tool that you can use. It's a free tool from Microsoft, and you can use to create posts without having to go online, connect directly, and create them from your internet hosting provider. Now, blogs, everybody's blogging, and lots of people have blogs. Blogs also are used as a website, since blogs can be set up as with multiple pages that you can have about and services and whatnot. And you can also create them to look like a website, which has a blog. If you do not have Windows Live Writer, you can go ahead and download it from www.microsoft.com. Search for Microsoft Essentials Live, and one of the programs for free is the Windows Live Writer. So I'm assuming for this training you do have a blog and you do have the program already installed on your computer. Let me walk you through how to create your account in order to synchronize Windows Live Writer every time you make a post into your online blogging service. So in order to create a new account, you will go and select Add a blog account from your blogs here or from the drop-down menu here. And all you have to do is walk through the prompts. There is automatically I do not have a blog checked. If you do not have one, you can create one with Windows Live or Windows Live Spaces, SharePoint Blog, or other service providers, Blogger, WordPress, Typepad, or others. I will select this one for today's training. I'm going to click Next. This will prompt me to put in the address for your blog. So that would be your www. Whatever your address is, .wordpress or Blogger or whichever hosting provider you have. Then you enter your username, just as provided by the blogging hosting company, and the password that you have in order to enter into your dashboard. Now, if you want to click and check, remember my password, that way you will not have to re-enter it every time you're accessing. And then click Next and follow prompts. Now, you will get to the point that you will have questions in regards to other settings that you might need. And that would look kind of, you're going to give a blog name, which is going to be the name you remember in case you have more than one blog that you're using through Windows Live Writer. And you can create more than one account, so you can have 3, 4, 5 accounts that you can set each and every one with a specific backgrounds and everything the way it looks on the internet. You want to put in the configuration from the provider, the home page where you're landing, the username, the password. And you can update account configuration. If you click on this, it's going to bring you in the theme that you're using at this moment in time. And that's it. Congratulations. You now have a synchronized Windows Live Writer with the blogging account that you're using. So let's create our first post. We're going to go File, New Post, and it's going to open a new window, which will bring in the look of your blog at the moment. And you can start entering information. How do you do that? You just simply click on each and every setting. You set up and put in a heading or a title for your blog. Then you go ahead and create your subject for the blog. So, hello everybody. I am here today to show you my blog. Now you can change fonts by highlighting them and then select what type of fonts you want. If it's a heading or a paragraph, you can change from bold to italic to underlined. You can change colors for your fonts from clicking on the font little button, and you can change it. You can change the style, the size, the color. You can add custom colors specific to your needs and just say OK. Now we can add pictures, tables, and hyperlinks from these little buttons on top. For example, I have entered the picture here by clicking on Insert Picture. I selected my picture, and then once I put the picture into the place where I want it in the blog, I do have some options where I can wrap it and change the layouts for it. I can add margins from here. I can add borders, different types available, and I can link it to a specific URL that's a unified locator for the actual picture if you want to send the visitors by clicking on it to a different location. In this case, what I did put in an URL, and what I did, I linked it to my actual little video that I have recorded from my morning session on Q&A Saturdays. I put in the link where the video is located on YouTube. I want to open a link in a new window. I will select this little mark. I want to put a title, so when the people are putting their mouse over on the top of the picture, it will give me a title, and also it's good for the keywording and search engines. You can link it to a previous post or auto-link it to any entry. And here is how you enter a hyperlink. Now the hyperlink you have to select from the place where actual that video, media, or whatever you want to present, and you want to have a link to it. Now you do have some advanced changes that you can do. You can change the size, or you can put in the number or size that you want. You want to lock the radio or not, meaning that you cannot make it bigger or smaller. You can rotate, change contrast, you can crop the picture, tilt it, or watermark it, and alternate text for the image. You can do effects by adding or adjusting the temperature, the color pop, sharpening it, black and white style, and so on. It's just like a Microsoft product that you are familiar with Microsoft Word or Excel or any other program that Microsoft provides. So once we enter the picture and we put in the information we want to have, we can also go ahead and copy and paste from different locations. Like for example, I'm copying it from the actual blog, and I'm going to add that information right here. So all I did was basically I entered the information by copying and pasting, Control C, Control V, or Control X from cutting it from somewhere, and Control V to pasting it, or with your mouse button. So once we did that, we might want to adjust maybe the way the information looks. You might want to change the alignment of your writing. You might want to change the bold, the fonts, the style on your paragraph, and so on. You can do all that from the actual picture. If you want to undo any kind of applied changes, then you just go to the little red undo button, or you can cut and paste from here. Now you do have options to put in little quote marks and such, quoting and aligning it. You can put in tables. You can also make bulleted lines or numbered lines, and so on. Now once we have everything the way it looks and we're happy with the outcome of our page or our first post, we want to make sure we're setting the categories. The categories are there for anyone who's searching for specific information on the internet. They might want to categorize it on what categories they're looking for. In this case, I'm going to check it as news because it was news in regards to the Q&A this morning. And you want to make sure you add tags. So if you want to add tags, you want to make sure that these tags are identified by adding a comma in between them. And what are these tags? These tags basically are the keywording that helps search engines to find your blog, your post, or your website. And these are very, very important because when search engines are spidering it, they're bringing it in front of the people. So when they're searching for a specific subject, specific tag, or keyword, then they can arrive successfully to your blog or to your internet site. So add as many as you can that they're relevant to your site or to the exact information that you have posted. And you can also add a publish date, which is very, very nice because you can add as many posts and create as many posts as you want. And you can date them for whenever they're going to synchronize to your site. So that way you can go ahead and create more posts than just one for the whole week. Let's say if you're posting every day of the week for your audience, then you can pick posts and different dates and times when these posts will synchronize with your website. So in this case, all I have to do is just select a date, let's say July 9th, and I can select an actual time in the morning or in the afternoon by changing this little, just like when you're changing the clock on your computer. So once we have all this set, make sure you check if you have your categories, your tags, and the dates when you want to post. We will preview this information to see how it's going to look once we're going to set it up on an actual blog. So the way we're looking at it, this is my blog at Soho Consulting from my internet page, placesforus.com. And this is the look of my blog online. So what I did enter the information for the blog or the post I just created, and it shows me how it's going to look once I'm setting it up and I'm synchronizing it with the web. So here is my information. Here is my picture, which has a link that will go to the actual YouTube account and play my little video. And this is how it's going to look in the context when people are going to look my actual live blog. Now we do have a source tab here. If you're familiar with HTML or PHP programming, you can actually enter that code here, and that will bring you to a preview page to see how it looks once you've done that. Now this is it, folks. All you have to do is now click on publish. It's going to ask you if you want to spell check it. Make sure that you have your tags and your categories. And once you say yes, your blog will be live on the internet. So let's publish this. It's asking you, do you not added tags for tags? I say continue publishing because I did add tags, as you can see. It's going to check spelling, and it says this one is not in the dictionary. I'm going to say ignore all for this case. And now it's going live. Actually, it's not going to go live until the 9th because that's what I put here for the description. But I did check view in browser after publishing, so that way I will actually preview a live version once the date will come up and the synchronization will happen. So what it does, it opens my website. It takes a while because it takes through the system. And here it is. So thank you for your time and hope this information was helpful. I'll see you next time when I'm going to be talking about a different topic of your choice. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.